Welcome students. Welcome to the BYK Expert Lecture Series organized by the BYK College of Commerce. This is our video lecture number 6.1. I have divided this video into two parts because justice will be given to each video properly. I am Mr. Praveen Mule, the in charge Vice Principal of the Junior College Unit, BYK College of Commerce. And we'll be dealing with the model activity sheet with answers as far as the English subject is concerned. Last video you have seen question number 1, 2 and 3. And here we'll be discussing only on the question number 4, A, B, C, D, especially dealing with the writing skills, which is the most important part in the activity sheet for 80 marks. One by one we'll see and its details simultaneously. So welcome once again. So if I ask you the question, which are the writing skills for 12th class, you may answer this question in this way. We have summary writing, we have mind mapping, we have appreciation. This is a part of writing skill. And the other writing skills, we can make a list in this way. Drafting virtual messages, statement of purpose, that is SOP, group discussion, GD. We have email, we have report writing, we have interview questions, we have speech writing, we have comparing, we have expansion of ideas, review, blog writing, and appeal. So this is the set of writing skills which will be asked in the activity sheet with internal option as well. And let us see how it appears, how we can justify, how we can express, how we can structure and organize each and every writing skill so that we become enough confident to present them in the examination. So this question will look like this in the examination. This is a complete set of question for 4 marks. 4 marks question, fourth for 16 marks. 4 marks each. In the first A set, you will be asked 3 writing skills: drafting virtual messages, statement of purpose, and group discussion. Out of these 3, you have to write any one. You have to attempt any one. In the B part, email, report writing, interview, you have to write any one. In the C part, speech, comparing, expansion of ideas. These are the 3 options. You should choose any one in the examination. And in the D part, review, blog, and appeal. So in all, there are 12 writing skills asked in question number 4 for 16 marks. Out of this 12, you are supposed to write any 4, and each will carry 4 marks. One by one we'll see. As far as the first set is concerned, let us take the first set, that is drafting virtual message, statement of purpose, and group discussion. The scheme of marking for all these 3 is the same. So we have put them together. In this way, the content will have 2 marks. So what type of content you select, what words, what vocabulary, what phrases, and which is exactly relevant to the topic. So this content will have 2 marks. How will you arrange the sequence, the flow of ideas from start to the end? How will you present those ideas in a logical sequence? So this will have 1 mark. And the appropriateness, that is language. So all the grammar, the sentence structure, then you have the sentence patterns, spellings, etc. The vocabulary that you are using, whether it is appropriate or not. So all these language elements, language usages in the whole writing skills will be assessed for 1 mark. In this way, the whole set, A set, drafting virtual message, statement of purpose, and group discussion will have this particular scheme of writing 4 marks. Let us see the A set. In A set, we have these three. Out of these three, you have to attempt any one of the above for 4 marks. Let us see one by one. Drafting virtual message. Now, this is a model question paper or model activity sheet, we are going to show you one example of each writing skill in this particular video, so that you will get a clear idea of how exactly questions will appear in the examination, how answers are to be written, or some hints of the answers will be given. In some places I have given the answers, and in some places it was possible for you to give some hints and some important ideas which could help you in writing the writing skills properly. So in the A part, drafting virtual message for 4 marks, this is the type of question that can be asked. You're supposed to write a virtual message, and message can be written in your own way depending on the topic. Let me read the question. Imagine you have to leave early from home for a guest lecture. Draft a message in about 100 to 150 words to convey the same to your friend. Now, you're supposed to tell your friend why are you leaving early and what is the purpose, and some other details if you wish to add. Give your own reasons to support your answer. Now, if though this word limit is given 100 to 150 words, which means that the student will not write a very small message and will not write a very big message, depending. So actually counting words in the examination is not possible, neither for the student nor for the paper assessor. So this idea is just to convey to the student that this message should not be very, very small and too big. So the answer of this can be written in this way. Again, I have shown you the question, and the answer can be like this, directly starting with no rules of a letter. This is only the message, so only the message part should be visible. So in one particular paragraph, you are supposed to write the message in one small paragraph, taking into consideration that there should be no ambiguity, no confusion, no difficult words, no things that may create a confusion in the minds of the reader. In that particular way, you are supposed to present this message. So this message can be written in this way. Good morning. Extremely sorry to tell you that I will not be able to join you this morning as I have to attend a guest lecture on career guidance at my college around 9 a.m. I know I had promised to meet you, but this is an excellent opportunity for my career point of view. I am sure you will not feel bad about it. I will definitely give you a call and meet you in the evening at your place. I will also give you all info about the guest lecture. I am sure it will help us to decide on our future plan. I have decided to make a thorough and organized plan to take logical decisions so that we can get a good guidance once we are focused. A small and sweet message can be presented in this fashion, ending with the sender's name in this way. So this is just an example. Any other message of this sort will be accepted, provided there is no mistake. There is no mistake in the spellings, in the grammar, etc., etc. Let us move to the second one, that is the statement of purpose. Now, statement of purpose is a very important thing on the part of students, those who wish to make their career in some reputed university, whether in India or abroad. For this particular set of question, I have given you some hints. So let me read the question first. Imagine you are a nature lover and you have a great passion for photography. You have given ample time to study flowers, birds, animals, and you have a great collection of photographs. Your love for nature and animals has motivated you to become a wildlife photographer, and now you wish to make a professional career in this field. The University of Cambridge offers an excellent course or program which would boost your career. Prepare a statement of purpose in about 100 to 150 words, which will help you to get admission to this university. Now you wish to take this course in this particular university, and you have a specific purpose, you have a reason, you have that particular eligibility, you have that particular confidence, and you have many other things for which you can claim yourself to get admitted into this university. So let me give you some points which will help you to write your SOP in this fashion. Now, this is a question, what to include in your SOP? So this is a checklist for an effective statement of purpose. How should it begin and what should it include? This is given. It will start with a very effective introduction. What do you want to do exactly in this university? Why have you chosen this program? Now, this in foreign university, it is called as a program. In India, it is called as a course. Why this university? Why have you chosen particularly this university only? Why did you choose to study this in this particular country? And what is so special about that country? The environment, etc. How much and what kind of experience you have in your field? If you want to choose yourself this course as a wildlife photographer, what sort of experience background you have? So your background should be stated. Any specific classes, courses, projects that you have undertaken, you have completed, and what that relates to the field of interest. Any community service or leadership experience while in college. Why should you get admitted to this program? So what is so special about you? What values will you bring to the institute and to your peers? So what contribution is going to take place when you join this course as far as this institute is considered? What do you understand about the student community and college culture? So how far have you understood this particular university in the deeper sense? How well you know this university? Why do you think you will fit in it? What is the resemblance? What is so equal in you and the university? Maybe the qualities. What are your career goals? How will this program help you to achieve your career goals? Any extracurricular activities, hobbies, interests, etc. And what is that one unique aspect, characteristic about you that the admission officer should know? Why does it matter to the admission officers and or to the fellow students of your class? And you have to conclude this SOP in your own way by an effective statement that you will make, that you very definitely and clearly wish to join this particular course at that particular university within the desired qualifications and experience that you have about the career. I hope this is clear. Now, how will you learn to write? So once you start writing this particular topic, the answer for this topic, this will help you. And there are so many examples of statement of purposes on the net. You can browse on the Google. So there are hundreds of examples of statement of purposes which will definitely help you to write this particular answer. Let us move on to the third part in the A group, that is group discussion. This can be the question on group discussion. Imagine you have recently witnessed a group discussion on online education participated by 3 of your friends. So 3 of your friends have, along with you, have discussed something on the online education. Write the same group discussion in the form of dialogue. So this is nothing but a dialogue or writing type, and you have experienced. Write suitable dialogues for each participant giving his or her opinion on the given topic. Now this is, as it is a group discussion, you have discussed something in the group and everyone has contributed well in this particular topic in discussing about online education. So there can be so many topics related to group discussions. This is one of the topic. And let me give you some points while discussing which exact points will you relate in your discussion. For example, what is happening right now, the recent facts, the COVID-19 impact on global education, advantages of e-learning, disadvantages of e-learning, And personal view on online education. Should online education continue or should it discontinue? So these are the points. There can be many other points, some other points related to online education that can also be considered when you actually discuss this particular topic. In the examination, you will be given one topic for group discussion, and you have to plan these points in the rough work, and then you have to assign dialogues to different persons who are involved in the group discussion and write those dialogues in a structured manner properly with different facts, figures, with different information, and you have to write convincingly that this is a dialogue, this is the discussion that was held in between the people. So this is one of the questions. So here we come to the end of the first A part, where we have discussed three, that is the SOP we have discussed, statement of purpose, then we have discussed the first one, let me show you, that is a virtual message, the statement of purpose, and group discussion. So these three we have just discussed. Let me show you again. So these are the points that you have to get prepared yourself to write SOP. And the third is group discussion. So don't think that you will get a very easy topic for group discussion and so that you will prepare one and come to the examination. No, you have no option but prepare each and every writing skill properly, so that you will be ready to face any option on the spot. So don't keep any option. Let us move on to the B part. In B part, we have email, we have report writing, we have interview, and you have to attempt any one of these. So email, as you know, email you have to write in the proper format of an email. Report writing 2 to 3 paragraphs. An interview, there is a structured, new structure given this year, and you have to follow that particular pattern for interview. Let us start with email first. As far as email is concerned, the marking scheme is in this way. The content of the email will have 2 marks. If you have not used proper format, you will not get that 1 mark. And oral presentation, if it is not proper, you will lose that 1 mark. So total 4 marks. So proper format is important, proper presentation is important, and of course, as far as English language is concerned, the content will be given more important. So content has 2 marks. Let us start with the email question first. The question will be like this: draft an email to the owner of a musical store as a musician and performer of various musical instruments. Enquire about your exact requirements and all the possible supporting information that you wish to acquire from the owner through the email. The word limit is given. This is the question. You have to just inquire about different your requirements, about your possible support information that you wish to acquire from the owner, and some other things you can add. I have not written a particular answer for this, but I can show you the different formats of emails here. The email format consists of all this, and these all 6 points should be included in the email format. For example, your email address of the recipient of the mail, the main subject line of the email, then the salutation starting with the main body. In the main body, you will have again 3, the introduction, matter in detail, in the conclusion. You can have 3 different sentences in this. Then you're courteous enough to leave behind a note while closing. Then the details of the sender, name, designation, and contact. So these are the general points. Let me show you exactly the format. So this is the format in which you will write. The email is sent from to CC and BCC. It is given. CC means the other individuals receiving the same mail with visible identities, IDs, that is identities, email IDs. PCC, other individual receiving the same mail with invisible IDs. So whoever are included in BCC The others will not be able to see who the people are who have received this mail. Then the subject, the title or the reason of writing mail, the salutation like respected sir, dear sir, the main body, the ending statement. If you have attached some files, if you are going to attach some files, it will be recorded at this place, and the signature line, the signature, the name, the details of the sender. So this is a general format. So in this format, you have to present the email in the examination. So if you write in this way also, it will do. To see the address, here the address line is given to, then CCC who are going to receive the mail, PCC the hidden participants if any. Then in the subject part, here you are supposed to write the subject. You are supposed to attach any mail, if you attach any document if you wish. Then the salutation, hello Mr. Smith. Then as this is not English, I have chosen this. Then the message, the closing, sincerely Jane Doe, the signature block with the details of the sender. So in this way, these four parts will play a very important role in the email organization in the examination. One more example, let me show you of the email. To, from, subject. The subject is not given. Sometimes subjects are not given, but we have a subject and therefore you have to give the subject, write the main body and the closing in this way. So this is one more example. Let us turn to report writing, where the content will have 2 marks, accuracy of language will have 1 mark, and appropriateness will have 1 mark. Total 4 marks. Actually, we are going to have different sessions on different writing skills after we finish the important things, and that time very detailed discussion on each and every writing skill will be done later on. As this is a model activity sheet, we'll just be having a overall look at all the writing skills in a brief manner. Report writing is said to be written in 2 to 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs are okay. The introductory paragraph, the middle paragraph, which has the very important things, and the closing. So 3 paragraphs are sufficient to write the report writing. Let us see the question. Imagine your junior college recently followed a safety week. You are the editor of the notice board column. Write a report in about 100 to 150 words on the happenings of the safety week, observations, adding all the required information that was witnessed and experienced. So you're going to write a report on the safety week that was held in your junior college. So these are the hints. You will start with the title. So no writing skill starts with without the title. So you have to write the title. Title specifies the topic, the date, and presented by the name of the presenter. Then the introduction, what happened, when it happened, where it happened, and the purpose behind organizing that particular event. What were the different objectives, different event details, sequence of events that actually happened, one after the other, placing what is important first. So priority should be given to the most important things first, then important, then less important, then least important. So in this way, this should be the sequence. So who attended, whether there was a chief guest or who was the chief guest, whether there was a guest of honor or not. And the message given by the speech, what did he speak in his speech? Then how many people participated, what sort of people participated in the program, what were the benefits of the program, and conclusion. You have to conclude this report by telling how successful was the event. So these are the basic hints to write any report, and these points are definitely going to help you in the examination. So please remember these points. So that will help you to write any report. Let's move to the next one, that is interview. We are going to face a very important question here, important writing skill, interview. Interview, the proper framing of questions has 2 marks. Language and study 1 mark, and overall impression is 1 mark. Let me tell you that this is the most important change that we have brought this year, that you are going to follow a format for this interview. There is a format. Total 4 marks. This is the question. Imagine you have to conduct an interview of a distinguished personality in the field of your own choice. So this personality is of your own choice. You have to conduct an interview. So this may not be only the type of question that can be asked in the examination. For example, they can give you a personality in the field of sports, in the field of politics, in the field of business, in the field of music, in the field of entertainment, any field, in the field of information technology, in the field of science and invention. So there can be any personality or any area that will be given to you, and you have to choose your own personality from that particular field only. So that is also a different type of question that can be asked. So don't think that this is only the way that you will be asked. And the hint is given. It may not also be given. Do not change the sequence of the questions. So if you change the sequence, now why should you not change the sequence? This you will come to know when you see the format. Let's see the format for the interview. Yes. Directly the answer I have shown you. For this will be the format, and the questions, the answers means the questions will not be given to you. This is the answer. Name of the interviewee is given, Mr. Rohan Desai. What is his area of success or reputation? He falls into the area of business, so business is written. Date, venue, and time of the interview. So this can be any date, any venue, and any time. And duration, so not more than 30 to 45 minutes, because the viewers don't have enough patience to listen to the interview or look at the interview. Now let me come to the most important change that has taken place. So this particular part, now there are 4 on this slide. Actually there are 8 areas on which you will be asked to write the questions, frame questions. This areas are fixed. They are given to you, and you are supposed to prepare a question on this particular fields. So first question should be based on early life and struggle. You cannot have your own question. So this is the change. Previously what used to happen? Student used to mug up 8 questions and they used to write all those 8 in their own way, whoever is the personality. Now they will be told to frame the question on that particular given area on the left hand side only. So first question should be based on early life and struggle. Now see what sort of question is framed. I have not just given the question, but there is something before the question which will show which will express that this is a real interview. It should sound like a real interview, and therefore a background has to be given. You cannot just ask plain questions in an interview. You have to just discuss something and ask something. You have to put some point and then ask the question. So this is very important, and this is going to give full marks rather than just writing the questions. So if only plain questions are given, it will not sound like an interview. So see that students well express their questions after the background and making the interviewee in the position to answer that question, so that the background will help him in that appropriate way. For example, if the first question is asked on early life and struggle, if he has to frame the questions. So first we have to put, we have heard that you had to face a lot of struggle at the beginning. We would like to know what sort of struggles have you faced. So this question has to be put in this way. Second question, hurdles in education. sorry, you have an excellent academic record. You had to face some hurdles too. What troubles did you have in your educational progress? So troubles, hurdles are the same. Role model inspiration. We are so impressed by your presence here. Sir, who are your role models? A question about family support. Family is said to be a great support always. How did your family support you in your development? So these are the first 4 questions. Let's see the next 4. First, success or achievement. You have definitely achieved a lot in your career. Which are the best ones? So which are the best achievements this means? Success plan. About success plan, you can ask like this. You really deserve all appreciation for your deeds. You'd like to know your success plan. So this is also a way of asking question. Dreams unfulfilled. We are sure that you won't stop here. Are your dreams still unfulfilled? And what are those? This is a very common question message. Our audience is very excited to get some tips as far as starting a new business is concerned. What message would you like to give to our audience? Now see, these areas will always change in the examination. They will keep changing. So these are not the only areas which will be asked. A paper setter can ask you any different type of areas on which you have to frame questions. So these are only examples, but this will give you an idea about how to put your question after the background. So this is very important. Let's move to the C part. In C, we have speech, writing, comparing and expansion of ideas. You have to write any one of those above. Starting with speech, let's see the question. Imagine that you have taken part in an elocution competition. You have selected the topic hard work pays. You draft a speech in about 100 to 150 words that you wish to deliver before the audience. So speech writing. This is a common question and much discussion is already done on this. So logical sequence of ideas in the speech will have 2 marks because speech goes with the sequence, the flow of sequence from the start to end. Then the introduction goes 1 mark. How well you have introduced. So first beginning, so good beginning, well start gives a well start to the speaker. So introduction has 1 mark, conclusion has 1 mark. In this way there are 4 marks. The question is in this way. Imagine you are given an opportunity to compare a program at your college based on English Language Day. So day is very important, English Language Day. As a compare, draft the whole program script. You have to write the script. How will you prepare yourself on speaking on different activities held in a sequence as a compare, as an anchor of that particular program, and the overall program is going to be handled by you. How will you draft the script? So some hints are given to you. Just say your program will start with the prayer, introduction, song, welcome, and introduction, felicitation, speaker's felicitation, presidential address, and vote of thanks. So these are some points. Now see, these hints may be given in the examination, may not be given. You have to prepare your own style, your own options of answering this particular question. Now, if you have gone through the topic in the textbook, you will clearly understand how we should start writing the comparing part, the script for the comparing. Let me also tell you that all the writing skills are very well introduced in the textbook. And you are supposed to go through each and every part very thoroughly so that you will be very confident. You will be very, you will find writing the answers to these writing skills very easily. So see that textbook is going to support you well for such questions. Comparing. see the marking scheme. You have to, how do you connect events between one after the other? How you introduce in a very impressive way 1 mark, and summing up of the whole program 1 mark. Total 4 marks. Again, let's see the third part, expansion of ideas. This is a very famous type of question, a writing skill. The question is in this way: expand the following idea with the help of the following points given below in 100 to 150 words, and the title is humor is the spice of life. You have to expand this idea. While expanding this idea, some points are given. So what are the problems, hurdles, negativities in life, purpose of relaxation, benefits of laughter and humor, change in attitude and approach. So these 4 points are given, which will help you to expand this idea, expand this conceptual idea, expand this statement. It can be a proverb, it can be a saying, it can be any expression, famous quote, which will be asked you to expand, and you are supposed to write this in a form of a small single paragraph. A single paragraph will do. No introduction for this, no need. So you can just write in one particular paragraph. Even if you write 2 paragraphs, it will do, but there is no need, because here we are not supposed to talk with the audience or the viewers, etc. So these points will help. Again, the expansion of idea. How do you expand it? As 2 marks. How have you introduced? 1 mark. The conclusion will have 1 mark. Let's come to the last part, D part, which again has 3 particular writing skills, and you have to choose any one and write in the examination. First is the review, blog, and appeal. Talking about review, let me tell you first and foremost that this review can be about anything: a magazine, a book, a film, a documentary film, or any happening that has happened in society. So the review can be about anything. Review is not just about a book. It can be on any film, it can be on any magazine, it can be any small short documentary film, a small entertainment program, or a serial on the television channel, or the most entertaining program that you follow on television, or any other review that can be asked. So write a review on the same with the help of the following points. Now you have recently read a book, you have to write a review on that. Now the points are, you will speak on the title. How good is the title? Why did you like the title of the book? What is the exact subject in the book? What is the story, or what type of information is related or associated in the book? What type of language is used by the writer? How is his style? How is his presentation? What type of vocabulary is used, whether it is very rich or whether it is very easy, and whether it requires a dictionary, etc. What are the benefits and what is the message given by the book to the society? So this can be one very good example of writing a review. Let's move further. These are this is the distribution of marks. How would you present the theme of the storyline? That is 2 marks. This is very important. Technical novel aspects of the characteristics of language, and whether the book cover is very attractive and the last page is very attractive, or the introduction of the book is very well done, and so many other technical novel aspects which you speak upon will have 1 mark. Other type of presentation will have 1 mark, and total 4 marks. Now the blog. Writing a blog on a proper format on cycling. The subject is given: cycling, a better way to commute. Now some points are given. A blog, if you have gone through some blogs on internet, if you have browsed through the Google, you will find so many blogs, and its presentation is so much varied that there is no particular way of presenting a blog. So therefore there is no format for this. The writer has total freedom to present his blog, provided he has given the basics in the blog. Let me complete this question. Now the points given here are the choice of bike, the safety equipment, the road safety rules, and the benefits. The demand or convince for bike use. So how convincing is a statement in the blog that people should use bikes to commute? So title, cycling a better way to commute, should be supported by these points. So these points can be given in the examination or may not be given in the examination. Let us see the scheme of marking. So there are three important parts of a block. That is the main content, starting with the header. Actually, a block starts with the header, then the menu, the navigation bar are the three main parts of the block. Whatever you present as a language or your quotes is the main content, and how you end the block, that is the footer, is very important. So please go through some blocks on the internet. Please go through the whole chapter properly in the textbook, so you will get a very good idea. This is a very creative skill of writing. So this is going to help you till the end of your career writing blogs. It is very interesting, and you will be personally motivated when you start reading such blogs of very famous people, and which will help you to create your own blog on the internet. Appeal is a very famous writing skill. You have to convince people to do something. You have to motivate people, to ask them to stop doing some things, and you have to persuade them by using a very appropriate use of language in the appeal. So some points are given. So talking about drugs. So here is the appeal: say no to drugs. So absolutely, they are overall harmful. Psychological, physical disorders can take place if you use it. Infections caused due to it. Human actions, though the facts are known. So how human beings are so stuck up for using drugs. So how cannot they leave this habit easily? And appeal to teenagers. So these are the set of points that will help you to write on this topic. Now remember, sometimes points may be given in the examination or may not be given in the examination. Again, the marking scheme will be in this way. Presentation of content, 2 marks. Convincing language, inspiring and motivational message, 1 mark. Total 4 marks. So content should be very important or presented in a very good way. Use convincing language. As it is an appeal, you have to convince through the language that yes, you should not use drugs in any way. So how good will be, or how good language is used by you, will give you 1 mark, and how inspirational and motivational message you have given for 1 mark. So this is going to help you. So friends, you have to keep practicing writing skills. And let me give you some very, very basic tips for all the writing skills. For each and every writing skill, you have to solve multiple examples to gain more and more confidence, so that you are very, very comfortable at the time of examination. Remember this. For each set of writing skill, you have to collect very good set of vocabulary, good quotes, good phrases for good presentation. Write them properly. Understand the proper format and structures for each. Know exactly the process of beginning and end of each and every writing skill properly. So these are the basic tips for all the writing skills. Remember these basic tips till the end of your board examination, and maybe till the end of your professional career, where these basic tips will help you to help yourself to write something very creative. Last but not the least, remember what to write, how to write, and how much to write. So these 3 basic questions will solve your problem in all the writing skills. What to write, how to write, how much to write. Therefore, friends, thank you very much. Wishing you all the very best for following us on this particular platform, BYK special expert lecture series for you people. And please subscribe this channel for regular updates. We'll be meeting very soon in the next video. Thank you very much.